Alright. I've been slightly stupid today. But it's totally... Actually, no, I've just been stupid again. Yeah, I'm having a day... Very slightly. Like, I'm having a day. Sometimes I have days. Days are fun to have. Like, on occasion, I'm allowed to have a day. I'd rather it wasn't today. Today, I could have done with not being quite as much of a day. But hey, it wasn't even a bad one, grand scheme of things. This is fine. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, folks. Hopefully we're doing fantastic about today. Hello KFC, hopefully all's good with you. Yes, I'm Mel. We're doing more writing today because writing has to happen. Because if I don't write, then nothing ends up happening. So we're gonna do some writing. I did manage to do a little writing on the train today. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things, and also not like the most like important or like relevant. I'm literally just like slowly churning my way through the script, and we'll kind of just deal with it as it comes. I will have opportunity to do tons more writing tomorrow because I'll be making less silly mistakes, and I'll have even more time to do things on Thursday, and then even more time Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is gonna be great. So yeah, we're gonna get some writing done. It's gonna be good. Hell yeah, train work. We love train work. So yeah, I'm just gonna put on a nice wee tune or 5, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can actually make a wee bit more progress today. Oh, I've also got chalky digestives. I need chalky bickies. I've got chalky bickies. I need fuel. Yeah, you know what the worst thing is? Like I mentioned in my Discord earlier, that I missed my stop, or like I missed my transfer technically, and ended up going like the wrong direction on train, and had to walk an extra hour, nearly 3 miles, to get home from the train station I ended up at. So that was fun. Embarrassing thing, I wasn't even writing, I was just listening to YouTube videos. Anyway, it's fine. I had a shower. I feel better. I feel good about life. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transcribe all the notes that I've got written here so far, and then I'm gonna try and double that. And that's the plan for today. If I can get to a total of around about 1,500 words, I will be happy with how much I get done today. That will be me happy. Today was a very good day though. Today was really fun. Today was super duper fun. I had a great time. The project that I'm working on is super cool. I got to do tons of fun stuff. The people there are great. The project itself's really interesting. There was some fun and interesting banter going on. It was just generally a really fun time. I was very, very happy today. Today was very good. Aside from the fact that I also like woke up like 14 hours ago. So I'm very tired. I'm so tired. I've just not been sleeping great, really. It's fine. I'll sleep well tonight. I will sleep well tonight, and that will be fine. Is there any way to put this on loop? I don't think there's a way to put this on a loop. That sucks. What if I do autoplay? Nope, no way to loop. Oh wait, there's the loop button. Hell yeah! Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, I think of what I'm gonna do actually. I had the thought earlier. It would be really fun to actually have like a stream where I'm just talking about the project that I'm getting involved in. Like, I won't give like any specifics, like, you know, specific locations that I'm gonna be, or wait, actually is a good idea. It might not be a good idea. I might just have to do some like random streams and then just be like, one of these might be something that I actually have to do, like IRL. Oh. Yeah, I need to do like random, ooh, here's a fun and interesting thing for you streams. More just chatting streams. That's what I need to do. Just chatting about some random subject. It'd be great. Ideas. Getting ideas. Right, okay, hold on. I need to make a little note to myself because I'm having ideas. We're completely failing at the whole, like, do the writing part. Instead of just coming up with a bunch of different ideas. This is totally fine. That'd be fun. Right. Hopefully you're having a good day yourselves, folks. Would be very good to hear. I had hoped that I would have been able to stream at 7, but you know, I was stupid. Oh, I need Chalky Becky today. Actually, I'm just kind of terrible. I did just include a little section that was just like insert like banter and characterization. Which is totally valid and totally a thing that you can just do. You know, for some reason, I have a much easier time writing, like, on PC, like, typing like this, than I do my handwritten notes. Like, I love handwritten notes. Like, if I'm out and about, I much prefer working in a notebook than, like, you know, making notes on my phone or whatever. But, like, the whole time that I was writing, like, in my head, it was just like, oh, like, if I write something, I might have to edit it later, and like I can't just like use backspace and like not have typed the thing that not have written the thing that I've already written. I can just go back and I can make changes like I'm doing just now, and it's just so easy. But there were so many times I was just like, "Yep, this is a mini mechanical writer's block," because I would much rather be writing on PC right now. No, maybe I should get like a light laptop or something, not a tablet. Tablets keep breaking on me. A laptop would be nice. Like I'm tired, but I'm feeling good. It's I don't know. I just feel really. My motivation works in like the weirdest bursts. For some reason, I always feel like the most motivated to do stuff when there's already a lot of stuff going on. Just as long as it's not emotional labor, suddenly I'm super motivated to do stuff. It's so weird. I'm feeling pretty good. This is great. I'm here for it. You know, something good did actually come of me taking the wrong train today, which is that I very rarely spend any time over in that general direction. Like if I go the wrong way on the train, I have gone the wrong way. Like it should have been the right way, just for some reason it wasn't. Must just be this time of day thing. So it was interesting getting to see like that direction. You know, just like a little corner of the area that's like, I mean, it's not nearby, but it's like relatively close. Like it still feels very much like where I stay. Like the environment hasn't changed that much. It's changed subtly. It does have a bit of a different vibe to it. But it's interesting getting like that different like idea of how where I live just fits together, you know? Kinda nice like that. And also the sun was starting to go down, and there were some clouds coming overhead. Like it was overcast most of the day, but like while I was walking back, it was like surprisingly bright, like blue sky, sunlight, and I was like, oh god, if I walk home I'm gonna be drenched with sweat. And I was, which is to be expected, because I walked for like 2.5 miles or something. But it was still interesting, like it wasn't bad. It was alright. I also managed to avoid blisters, which is always the worst part of having to walk for miles. Fortunately, I was very sensible with my sock choice today. And shoes, as a matter of fact. Let's see. I don't know. I just always like getting to the stage where I can kind of like fit the world together a little bit better. It's like when I was little on like car rides down the up or down the coast kind of thing. I would always be like looking out the window and I'd just be watching the environment going by. But I wouldn't like be actively thinking. I mean, I would be actively thinking about, oh, and then I'll get to see this site, and then I'll go through this section here, and it looked like that, and then it looks like this, and I'd be like that. It'd be fine, looking out the window and just watching, like, as the environment goes by. But like, it's only when you actually like travel on your own power, at least part of the way, that you start realizing, oh, that's how the world actually fits together. Like, so like when I would like cycle those routes that I would have been driven along as a Wayne, cycling along those routes, suddenly it's like, oh right, no, I'm now intimately familiar with this feeling. I don't know, maybe this is just like the eternal passenger vibe, which I'm just overcoming. It might just be because I'm always a passenger that I get that feeling, you know, of not quite seeing or understanding how things fit together. I'm either a passenger or in public transport. Either one is great. So yeah, no, just getting that sense of how the world fits together is very interesting. I kind of did it somewhat recently as well. Because like some locations that I've had to get to, like hospital appointments and what have you. And then like there's like a couple of places like relatively nearby, but it's only when you actually like walk to them that you're like, oh yeah, it turns out it's just there. Like all this stuff's going on just basically around the corner. Like, oh, like that, like, yeah, just the other side of this street that I walk down, or this park that I visit. Like, here's that thing that I would usually, like, I don't know, get the train to get to or something. It's interesting. Very interesting. Especially just like seeing how much the world changes after just one train stop. Or, you know, 2 in my case today. Yeah, I got two stops down the wrong line. I remember looking at the platform and I was like, oh, right, okay, I'm going around this way. And I was like, it's going to this stop, though. I get that, like, the route that I usually go goes the way, like, it also goes to that stop. But I don't usually go like that direction. But I was like, no, it's fine. It loops back around, doesn't it? So I'll be fine. And I just like never thought, and I like sitting there looking at the sign for the like last chance to get off and get on the right train. And then yeah, no, I ended up having to walk even further. It was fun. Not the first time that I've done that actually. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last. But it's interesting when it happens. And you know what? I mean, like, if this had happened and I'd been there until 5 o'clock and I only actually got home at like 7:30, I'd be like, yeah, okay, this really sucks. Like, holy crap, it's been a long day. I've been out since 7. I was due to be getting back at 7:30, and I was like 7:30 or something, and I'm at the wrong station and I've got to walk for an hour. Like, I would just be getting through the door now. But like, I got home, what, like, what was it actually? It was like 2 hours ago? I'm tired, but it's fine. I'll just get a good sleep tonight. Yeah, it was an interesting day. Interesting day. Like, for some reason, I feel pretty good. Looking forward to Thursday as well, because if it's anything like today, I'll only actually be there for like 3 hours, maybe 3.5. And then I'll be like, yeah, off you go. Go home. You're done here. And I'll be like, yep, nope, no worries. Good seeing you folks. I only traveled for 2 hours to get here. Was here for like 3. And now you're sending me home. Sure. Spend more time sat on the train than I am actually doing the thing that I'm commuting for. That's actually a good point. Because like the next time I have to do stuff for this project, it's even further. I don't know. I'll have a word with the project organisers and see if they can comp me a hotel. Or just a couple of days for a hotel. Make it like a week-long thing. Just take some days off in the middle and chill. Although this entire thing is literally just chill. It's so good. I love this project. It's so much fun. So interesting. Bad luck bots, take your AI viewers elsewhere. You know what was fun actually? What was nice? Like, low-key, something that bothers me about my work is, unfortunately, it's like a company that's like above a certain size. Okay? Not gonna go too much into specifics. It's fine. The company above a certain size. So they've got fingers in basically every pie under the sun, right? And I mean, my job's just my job. I do my job and I'm happy and I feel pretty good about it for the most part. But like, they are super AI pilled. Like, they double down so hard on AI. literally one of my hobbies, just like watching the stock price for the company and like comparing it to how the Magnificent Seven are doing. I'm just like, yeah, as I thought. And yeah, it's turned into a bit of a hobby the last while. Like, they send out these like internal newsletters, and it's like, ooh, special AI edition. And it's gone from like these like wins. It's really funny actually, because like this time last year they were sending out all these things, just being like, ooh, here's this this cool thing that we've been able to develop with AI, which was, you know, it was a thing, and like I'm looking at it and I'm just like, but like we could do that before the current AI boom. Like that's tech that was developed in like 2015. What are you talking about? And then they're like, now all the newsletters that are going out are just, how do you be very economical with your credits? Like your AI compute credits. Like how do you get the most use out of those? So it's amazing that they've gone from, yes, look at all these victories that we're achieving, to now don't spend too much but still be effective. And it's so funny. It's so funny. It's such a thing. But something that was nice actually was listening to some of the project coordinators. I think it was the coordinators, some of them. I really hope I'm not outing them by talking about this. What am I kidding about? Nobody watches these streams. Nobody in that side of my life watches these streams. And they were actually talking about it. They were just like, oh yeah, like look at it. It's such a bubble. It's so overstated. And I'm just like, oh. Like it feels really good to like see that not everybody, especially in my organization, is just like not everybody's just like entirely AI built. It's nice knowing that there's some fellow skeptics out there. Which is why I'm always excuse me, always so amused by these offers for, oh, that's fun. It's always fun. Which is funny as well, considering the project that I'm working on, I'm almost 100% certain uses a degree of computer vision in it. Actually, no, it absolutely uses a degree of computer vision. But again, computer vision is something that was developed in like 2015. Like a friend of mine did a project to do with computer vision in like 2014-15. So funny. And then they're just like, oh yeah, no, this is AI, and it's just like, this ain't AI. Like, if this is AI, the definition of AI is so nebulous that it has no descriptive value at all. Get yourself out of here. You know, it'd be really funny to actually have a look at these AI viewer bots that are just like around and spamming. Actually, you can't even see them, you don't know what I'm talking about. It'd be interesting to actually have a look at the services they're offering and just be like, yeah, so what about these viewers as AI? Do they just like talk in the chat or something as if they're real? And it's just like, probably not. Darth Vader, good to see ya. Welcome to this stream. Hopefully you're doing good. I believe it's been said in your Discord server, LLMs have been scope creeped too much. It's true. A nice term that I came across recently, Darth Vader. Stochastic parrot. I love that term so much. It describes them so well. But yeah, they're doing good, Vader. We're doing some writing, currently transcribing some stuff that I wrote on the train this morning. And we're going to add a little bit more, and we'll probably have a relatively short stream, probably still stop around 10ish. Can you see it again? Stochastic parrot. Stochastic as in pertaining to a process of randomly determined observation. Basically just random, like pseudo-random. And parrot. Like it's just repeating. It repeats what it says. It repeats what it's given. With some kind of like random but like somewhat guided response. It's fun. Nothing more than chance calculations. Exactly. Pretty much. I mean, like, it's not as if a stop clock can't be right twice a day. Like, there's no like critical analysis going on there. There's no creative process going on within it. All it's doing is saying, what's the next most likely word to be written here? If you ask it a question and it's to come up with like some kind of analysis, like it's literally just guessing what the next word it's supposed to say is. Has been good and give me code examples. I wouldn't do anything more with it. Honestly, I wouldn't even do the code examples myself. Like if you're getting some mileage out of it, sure, go ahead. But honestly, like it's much more likely to atrophy your like most basic of programming skills and experience before. Which just makes you in turn more dependent on it to churn out the good results. But it has given me good results, I would do it more, yeah. But then I'm also rather AI, like, I'm heavily AI skeptic. Like, is there even one? I think I'm more of an AI conscientious objector, like that kind of like extreme degree on the AI political compass. Which is a fun little diagram I came across today, that's fun. Right, I need a wee bit of more variety on my tunes. Guess you mean LLMs and Gen AI? Yeah, both. All of the above. It's exhausting. All things exhausting. Let's put on this one, there we go. AI has been around a long while, it depends on how you define AI. Right, you're not entirely wrong. Let's see. Most basic ones in video games. Again, that's not really AI, that's just a finite state machine. It's not even AI. People just called it AI. Dear. It's either the AI, the CPU, whatever. Pathfinding sort AI? Not even. Not even. Like, I've done A-star. Like, it's more calculation than anything else. It's like, literally, here you go, here's the information about the space that you're in. Here's a heuristic by which to like measure distances. Now follow the results of the pathfinding. Like, it's just an optimization algorithm. That's not even AI. I beg to differ. I mean, like, I think it's AI in the very general sense about talking about like computer pseudo-intelligence. Like it suggests intelligence, like there's very clearly some logic underlying the actions that are being taken, but it's basically hard-coded. What about the one in Alien Isolation, the self-learning thing? I mean, like you could... you can make the same argument about, well, not quite the director, well, slightly, not quite the director from Left 4 Dead, or like Back 4 Blood kind of thing. There's another game that's like much more recent than both of those that does actually go, oh, this is how you're playing. So actually, I think the director does more than I give it credit for, despite being made in like 2007. Wasn't there also an AI that can recognize cancer cells with heavy precisions? Yes, but with some significant bias. Primarily being that if you actually use it on non-white people, it kind of struggles a bit. It just assumes, I don't know. So yeah, there are still biases in those ones. Very promising results, do not get me wrong. There is actually some valid applications for it. But at the same time, there have also been cases of clinicians who've come to rely on them to the extent that like their actual own skills have begun to atrophy. It's discriminatory. It's unironically discriminatory. Again, because the primary amount of like the data that's being used to feed it will primarily be coming from white people for various reasons. So it will discriminate against like Africans, Asians, basically you name it. Yeah. It's kind of awful. I mean, like, yes, they could just pump in more data, but did they do that? No, they did not. And also, overdependence on it atrophies, like, clinician skills as well. I mean, I'd rather be in a world where an AI could detect all illnesses ahead of time, and, you know, clinicians would never have to actually determine what the visible signals of a tumor that's live is. That'd be great. That'd be lovely. But like, I'd prefer to live in a world also where the AI does not spit out a false negative. Like, if possible. Or if it did, then it was caught. But sadly, that's not where we live. Yeah, it's fun. KFC, good to see you. The atmosphere around an AI has enough data to be good. Exactly. Yeah. Like, literally, stop throwing more data onto the pile. That's unironically what they call the general collection of training data, the pile. It's literally just a mass of data, mostly scraped from the internet. It's awful. Also, TLBG, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. We're just complaining about AI in general right now. Everything reliant on technology will spit out a false negative or false positive. Yes, but there are ways to mitigate those false positives and false negatives. Like the little bit of AI training that I have done, which I was doing like early COVID time. Like one of the first things you learn about is you want to like track your false positives and your false negatives. Like, you need to be able to demonstrate that what you're doing does work on real world examples, and especially on examples that you haven't trained it on. If you use it in a situation that you've not specifically trained it on, it still needs to have an acceptable degree of reliability before you can roll it out. Like, this is like AI training 101, or it's supposed to be, but people have just completely disregarded that because you can just plug anything into ChatGPT and you just assume that it works. But that's the thing, people don't know how to use it as a tool, rather than, you know, the freaking Chinese room in the Amazing Digital Circuits. Just get some kind of response from it and like, maybe it'll be helpful. It's a bit of a mess. And a lot of people end up with egg on their face. That was in general. But yeah, so it was nice to hear some people who are, you know, running the project that I was taking part in, just being like, yeah, it's a bubble, and I was happy. It was nice. Anyway. I do like getting to have a little rant about AI every now and again. Just a little one. As a treat. I can have a little rant about AI. It's gonna be a bubble for a while. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be a bubble for. I mean, okay, very much something that I've just kind of heard through the grapevine. Mag 7 stock prices are dropping. Nvidia's still on the up. For now. Like, people are slowly starting to realize, oh, wait, there's no way to get value from this. Why are we investing so much in something that's so useless? Hope I can sell my Nvidia before it bursts. Wait, okay, like what's yeah, sell that stuff. Like watch it go up a bit, it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop at some point. It'll be a surprise when it does. Let's see, actually, I think we're not gonna realize okay, this is discussion that I've heard, and also not like advice. Because I don't know how to do any of that. I mean, it still has value. I mean, it still has value, yes. But, like, there's a difference between, like, realizable value that something has now relative to hypothetical value that has not materialized. And it's incredibly questionable whether that value will decide to materialize at any point in the future. Possibly not. Nvidia cards are one of the best around, you can't deny that. They are pretty damn good, to be fair. They are pretty good. Unfortunately, focus on neural processing units means that there's less graphics cards to go around. And they just, you know, want to inject more and more. Nvidia started selling shovels in a gold rush. Nvidia basically, like, okay, like they didn't, to be fair, that is basically, yeah, they did just start selling shovels. I know they're like one of the like biggest companies in the world, practically single-handedly holding up the stock market, all that jazz. It's fun. But like eventually people are gonna stop wanting to buy shovels. People are gonna want to stop buying shovels, and when people stop buying shovels, they'll have gained a lot of money. Sure. But before long, they'll be sat on a lot of shovels with no one to buy them. Like, they got their bag. They are the definition right now of we got ours. Also, TLBG. I was researching how many days in Kido and Gilgamesh fight Humbaba because I plan to make Humbaba intimidating as a monster. If it's not like Shadow of the Colossus, but like horizon spanning, I don't think it's like intimidating enough. In my mind. Oh shit, this AI market's a new hot thing. Let's basically be the monopoly on the hardware. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, I'm not saying that they haven't actually made some interesting developments as far as technology is concerned. Like, the technology itself is interesting. The way it's been adopted wholesale by, like, all of industry, all of society, with, like, no demonstrable gains, really. And no, like, economical use case is my biggest issue. But yeah, eventually people are going to stop buying shovels. And then the shovel company's not going to be looking so hot. And then everything's not going to be looking so hot. And then what we'll have, and like this is a really optimistic, like the video that I shared in my Discord yesterday, in the media section, the one about surviving a recession with $0. Really good video, highly recommended, even if you're like relatively comfortable financially, in which case, like, very much good for you. But it's well worth a watch because I found it very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very optimistic is the word that I thought, but like in a good way, not a burying one's head way. It's a no matter how bad things get, you can be completely okay. You do not need to worry. There are ways to live. You can look after yourself. You will get through this. And it was just a lovely video. I really enjoyed it. I forget where I was going with that. I was going somewhere with that. I was going somewhere with that, and I've completely forgotten where I was going with it. It was one of the points that they made, but I forget what the point was. Completely forgotten. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. Oh wait, no, I remember. Because they said like, okay, yeah, compare it to .com bubble. What happened during .com bubble? People were laying tons of internet fiber, creating like internet relay stations everywhere. They rolled out like cables to everyone and everything, every business. Then the bubble crashed, but we still had all the hardware. Things is pretty good, all things considered. What are we building now? Tons of data centers, very well connected data centers. And when the bubble pops, what are we going to have? We're going to have some really good data centers for remote processing. There's going to be so much compute out there, which people are going to be buying on the uber cheap because they want to sell it for whatever they can get. And then what do we get? We get Stadia. Stadia 2. We get remote compute. We can do streaming games, potentially streaming VR was something that was suggested in that video. Just imagine just having that much spare compute to just do whatever you want with. It'd be kind of nice, to be honest. You know, Amazon and everyone's going to abuse that. That's the thing. That is actually the thing. I mean, like, it's not as if they don't already literally do that. They're literally doing that already. Like, that's what AWS is all about. Like, they're not just abusing it. Like, they're the ones who are building the damn data centers. But the thing is, even they're going to have to sell them off. It's not quite going to be democratized, but the compute industry is definitely going to fracture quite a significant amount. We're going to accelerate the you will own nothing and be happy. Again, depends on how you interpret it, really. I mean, there is something to be said for, you know, having the hardware to run stuff on your own. But this is just turning into Mel's rant about tech and, you know, the looming economic crisis. Imagine getting a server rack with those new RTX cards on the cheap. Like, this has unironically been one of my plans for the better part of the last like 10 years. It's try and like during the pre-recession days, try and have a little nest egg. Build a little nest egg. When the recession hits, wait until everything gets pretty damn shit. People are selling really good assets super cheap. Then you look at the liquidation sales. Then you look for companies who are just selling all their assets. Then you look for, okay, if I have enough money, do I just buy a warehouse full of servers? And then what can I do with that? Like, even just sell it for parts, you will fucking profit. Honestly, I'd love having my own server to fuck around in. I mean, like, if we're talking servers, just freaking get an old computer and turn it into a server. You can do that. It's great. It's fun, actually. Depends on well, yeah, depends on how much time you want to spend messing around with it. I literally just mess around with it for fun. As a hobby. I'd like to play around with it a bit more seriously. Would be fun. Should do. But yeah, that is actually something that I'm hoping to do. Just wait until there's massive liquidation sales. Really expensive stuff is selling for pennies on the dollar. Or pennies on the pound in my case. And then see if I can either make good use of it myself, just have fun with it myself, or flip it. That'd be nice as well. For my school project, I had to create a virtual machine with an AI pen testing tool. It sucked. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. And I remember talking about it with you before, actually, Darth Vader. We had a Docker container with multiple containers running. I'd honestly love to make something like an HPC cluster. Fun. Yeah, I really need to look into more of that kind of thing myself. Would be fun. Would be fun to do. At some point I'll get around to it. I just have so many other things I want to work on. Can't even enumerate the number of things I want to work on. I can also host my own CRXNG. I have no idea what that is. It's not something I've encountered. Let's see. Well done, Darth Vader. You got yourself warned. That's fine. Hold on. Yeah, give us a shout before you want to post a link. Oh no, I can see the link. Don't you worry. I can see it. I mean, ping me anyway. That'll make it easier for me to find out again later. What do we got here? I do love that it doesn't tell you what it is. A meta search engine. That's fun. Online information retrieval tool that uses data of a web search engine to produce its own results. Very fun. That being pretty fun and useful. Very fun. I mean, as long as it's not just something that, you know, searches for images on Instas and Facebooks and cross-references them to let people stalk. And I could probably do that as well, but still. Very interesting. You can literally host it in a Docker container, have everything in your house point to that search engine, and have basically every search engine at your disposal. That does sound quite appealing, to be honest. Especially considering you won't go get those like advertised search results. That'd be nice. Also being able to like completely ignore AI mode, because holy crap, that annoys me profoundly. So many perks. Actually, kind of gives me the idea of using like a proxy server in your home. So like you send the query onto the proxy, it sends the request, then it returns the results to you, which means you don't have to deal with ads or shit. That's fun. That's fun. So many projects I need to work on. Well, I kind of became disinterested in AI during the school project. My condolences. I became pretty competent in the Docker CLI. That's fun. That's very good. So many memes about Docker. Oh, I have missed a couple lines. Docker's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. It's just like the use case that I heard was basically, yes, I have developed this solution, but for some reason it will only work on this one specific device, or like this one specific computer. And it's like, great, just take an entire image of the OS, and now you can just like load that into any other device, and it'll work fine, even if you don't know what the problem is. That's one of the use cases that I've heard. I know it's not the only thing it can do. It does very fun stuff. I've seen options for playing around with like servers and stuff that I've been interested in running that can use Docker. But yeah. I opt for the hard version because I'm a masochist in so many ways. It's kind of like how Android works. Everything in a sandbox. Well, that's fun. And Kubernetes. another thing I need to dip into. So many. There's too much to get around to. Hmm. Ain't easy being a nerd, it's true. It's true. Not enough hours in the day to do all the things that I want to do. But it's fine. I think something that I would like to do though, like, I want to work on. I don't know. I want to work on more projects. I mean, of course I do. I always have a project that I want to work on, but I want to work on some more projects that I've had on the back burner for a while. And something that might be good is finding a way to like collaborate on them with someone. Just be like, hey, I want to work on this idea, and then have someone and like someone just be like, oh, I actually want to work on this kind of a thing as well. Like this actually works pretty well. Can we do something here? That'd be quite fun. Like collaborating on a project like that. That'd be nice. That would be fun. That way I'm not the only one doing like stuff. And hypothetically, I could break it up into nice, as I've been talking about, break things up into nice little 2-week chunks. So I can work on something for 2 weeks, and then before I get bored, I'm already done. And then I'll just be like, oh, I've got an interest in doing this thing now, so then I can maybe do that. Got interest in Godot? Godot? But I mean, I'll leave it to you, certainly. But I actually did try Godot. It was a good number of years ago. I just remember feeling like it was programmed backwards in a weird way. I think I was just like struggling to work my way around the way that the programming worked for it. I don't know. It felt like I don't know how to describe it. I'm terrible at it. For 2D games, it's good. I mean, it's good for 3D too. Oh yeah, good for 2D too. Keep it in mind. So many projects, too many projects to work on. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know how I got Toyers from yours. Hmm. How am I typing so poorly? Oh, this bar's still here. Go away. We're doing okay. So I did manage to get, yeah, as I thought, roughly halfway towards what I should have been for today. And we're about halfway through the stream. So can I squeeze out another 2,500 words? We'll see. Godot 3D is manageable, but during a project with a 3D game I made with a group from my minor, it was a struggle. Interesting. I think I was actually looking at a different engine, but I forget what it was. Hold on. Freaking, what's it called? Oh, I sent a link to someone a while ago. Didn't send myself a link though. That would have been too clever. Where are we now? Hold on, I'll find it. That's that thing. Here we go. So, hold on, where is... Where's the details? There's more detail. An engine I would be interested in is the Cry engine. Oh, that's interesting. There is also... Oh, I heard about... Oh, that's helpful. Wait, what the fuck is... What the... Sorry, I need to check something very quick. I was trying to hunt down some useful information, but I've ended up discovering something potentially startling. I need to correct this potentially. Bear with. Oh, frick. I recognize that. Yeah, no, just an account for a service that decided it wanted to pull a lot of details from me that I didn't want it to pull. So I have to very rapidly remove all that. Rude. Very rude. Anyway, that was fun. Apologies, folks. I just saw something that startled and I was not expecting it to run into. Anyway, where's the thing that I was looking for? Good question. Where the hell is it? There we go. Tellusim. Tellusim SDK. Which I came across while looking at another project in the works. Apparently it's pretty good for 3D stuff. Like 3D graphics. You can pay for the engine, but it's free for small teams, but of course it's the kind of thing we got to like message them and say, hey, give me these. I need to do a bit of background details on them to make sure they're not, you know, weirdos. But it does work with a lot of different languages, which is fun. You do all kinds of stuff with it. APIs for graphics and compute. Works on basically any platform. You can even do machine learning stuff with it if you really want. Efficient GPU algorithms. All that jazz. I mean, if I were more of a 3D person, I'd be drooling. But I'm not. So it's just kind of sitting there. Ah. Let's shake that off. Shake it off. I need some water. Spent like most of today heavily, uncomfortably dehydrated, which is very fun. Yeah, isn't what was it? Isn't there like the engine that Valve are using? Or like, no, it's not one that Valve are using, it's like not Valve, but it's like it's Gary's Box or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Oh, Sandbox, that's what it's called. S&box, Sandbox. Yeah, it's like a whole game engine. Made by the same people that make Rust as well, so you know, it's made off microtransaction money, but I mean, yeah, smooth to be honest. Mixed results. Well, rather mixed reviews. Recent and in English. But regardless, right, what are the complaints? I have no idea. Interesting. But yeah, okay. Apparently it's basically early release. I need to look into some more reviews for it, but yeah, fun. Anyway. Still just recovering from surprise. Let me put it this way. I saw a picture of myself from 13 years ago. It's slightly a shock. I was like, what the hell? Why is that being pulled as my profile picture on this platform that I was looking at? And we're just like, what? Yeah. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh yes, I've actually gotten past the point where I had notes, so that's a good point. Another 250 words to do, and we've got 45 minutes to do it. Can we do it? I wonder. Oh god. Loki want to call stream. I am very tired. But I'm gonna try for another, if I can even do another 50 words, I'll be happy. Let's see. I'm just gonna do another little line about banter and characterization. That's totally fine, I can do that. Let's do some introspection. A little bit of introspection. Come on. Come on, Mel. You're alright. It's a bit warm, actually. Too warm. Introspection. Introspection. Oh god, yeah, I feel like I've just hit a wall. I want to push through it. I want to push through it. I want to push through it. More water, more water. Okay, hello 4x9, good to see ya. Pick today, push through. I don't know what you're pushing. Just tiredness. I have had a very long day and just had a little minor shock as well. Picture of myself from 13 years ago on a platform that I didn't put as my profile picture. Actually, I don't know how it got there. What the flip? I have no idea. No idea. Doesn't. Tired homies, let's go! Indeed. I had something similar happen to me with my oldest feck emo pick. Yeah, no, it's more or less that. Like, it's very much me from another time. Another time, another gender. A lot of time has passed. Like 13 years is a fucking long time. It really is. My goodness. Oh dear. Right. Sadly, I wasn't cool enough to go through an emo phase when emo phase was cool. Very sadly. Also did have an interesting conversation with a friend of mine recently who was saying that, oh my god, I was such a poser, they were saying. It's never too late to be emo. Oh, you have no idea. I'm going past emo, I'm going goth. Goth is my vibe. Like, it's the middle of the freaking summer. I'm crossing the country to do stuff with work. Full black outfit. Freaking slaying. Freaking love it. I genuinely love my life. My life is fantastic. I feel so good about it. I feel great. Genuinely do. I mean, aside from how tired I feel, aside from feeling super tired, I feel great. Depth and dark stuff. It's not all depth and dark stuff. Closet only consists of black. It just depends on the shade of black I feel like wearing. Understandable, to be honest. I don't know. I just black is just a nice and comfortable and easy color to wear. Like, see if I wear anything that's like, even if it's like lighter or like faded pastel kind of thing, I always feel really self-conscious. I find it really difficult to coordinate outfits. It's really stressful. Like, I can do it in a pinch, but I'm always just like, I don't quite get it. Like, I can do like, I don't know, dress, stay, and then like a nice jacket kind of thing. It fits the 2/3, 1/3 kind of rule. I can do that fine. Like that works out fine. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard to coordinate outfits sometimes. Like, that's why I like dresses so much. It's so easy. It's just like, there you go. That's like head to toe in one. You don't need to worry about anything beyond there. It's so convenient. But like, major bonus with black, you don't need to think about anything. Everything works with black. With black, you are sorted. Black is awesome. You can do so much. It's just the best. It's so awesome. Never had to match anything because everything pairs well with black. Exactly. Black is just the handiest thing. And the thing is, like, even though black isn't necessarily the best for like the summer, like, you can still just get like a nice breezy dress or like a nice like breezy skirt and you're just sorted. You're just like, there you go. Fine. Just like bare shoulders, bare arms, and a floaty black outfit, and you're just sorted. Like, seriously. Like, you stay cool, you're still coordinated because black. Like, this is literally how my brain works. Like, it's literally the hack to being a femme. Just wear black. And then it doubles as well, because it makes you look super intimidating also. So anybody who would even consider bothering you, which doesn't happen very often, actually. I'm very fortunate in that regard. For some reason, nobody gives me any trouble. Probably a combination between personal attitude, well out, not noticing when people do say anything. I'm usually just like, did someone say something? I don't know. And then, oh, Lennox, good to see you, Lennox. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Daniel. Hello, folks. Hopefully you're doing fantastically well today. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Lennox. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me give you a shout out. What were you up to? Was it more coding? Yeah, more game dev. How's it going? How's the VeggieTales shooter going? Like, I need to know how the VeggieTales shooter is going. This is so important. I can't believe you're using... I can't believe you got the rights to make a VeggieTales FPS game. This is awesome. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Genuinely. Yeah, no, go check out Linux. Like, I feel like when I actually do something constructive in game design, but want to see it being done like for more than 2 weeks at a time, and like for a longer period of time, and more consistently, and you know, with better quality standards, check out Linux, because Linux has been working on this. Well, Linux just finished a game, I do believe, and is now working on the FPS game. Because Destiny sucks right now, apparently. I implemented a mission system. VeggieTales now has a quest to kill 3 guys. My god. I wish I could make a biblical reference right here, but I can't remember off the top of my head in which one, you know, anyone died. I know that was a lot of them, but I don't remember exactly which one. God, I'm just getting flashbacks, yeah. There were days where we actually had VeggieTales put on in school, because my god, is yeah, we get that kind of stuff in like primary school and stuff. But whenever VeggieTales was on, it was just like, hell yeah, VeggieTales. VeggieTales was the best. We lived for days where we got VeggieTales. Oh, those days were the best. It was so funny, actually. I also added a blue VeggieTales guy who buys and sells the item that the guys drop. Very nice stuff. Yep, hopefully it's going well. I have had a bit of a day, so I'm doing some... Well, I've just finished transcribing everything from Herods. It's about 300 words-ish, which I managed to transcribe and, like, minorly edit from what I wrote on the train today, because I was training for a long time. And I'm just trying to do another couple of 100 words just before I call it, because oh my god, I'm so tired. Never got to watch VeggieTales. What is it? It is a very early 3D animated, like, cartoon. Basically, what it is a bunch of vegetables, like, playing out, like, scenarios from the Bible, but in, like, very allegorical sense, so you don't actually realize that it's from the Bible, despite how incredibly Christian it is. It's actually got quite a lot of charm to it, all things considered, or at least that's my memory of it. Plus, the meme game is incredible. So yeah, maybe worth checking out for the memes, if nothing else. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so writing's going, basically. My hope is we continue with this today. Over the next 2 days, I want to do another 1,500 words. And then... Wait, actually, did I not want to do more than 1,500 words? I think I wanted to do more than 1,500 words. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to do like 1,500 tomorrow? Wait, what day's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. So yeah, between Wednesday and Thursday, I think I want to do 4,500 words. Yeah, just casually 3 times as much as I've done in the last 2 days. That sounds fine. Actually, yeah, did I not write down what my plan was? I forget. In the future, humor is randomly generated. Weed eater. Weed eater. I have no idea. I'm so lost. And Nat, hopefully you're doing good. Everyone, thank you for dropping by. Oh, of course it's an ad. I hope you've not got the ad just now. If you need to get some food, some water, if you need to get some rest, please do so. I will be calling stream relatively soon because I'm starting to crash. I have not written many words in the last like half hour, mostly because I went on a massive rant about why AI is bad. Because I can sometimes. I don't do it very much. I only do it sometimes as a treat. Also, I need to sneeze. There we go. Managed to mute as well. Fantastic. Also tired AF? Yeah, get some rest. It's important to rest. Oh, I've got a relatively long lie tomorrow. I get to sleep a whole extra hour than I did today. Take care. I shall do. You take care as well, Lennox. Everyone else for coming along. I hope you rest well too. Yeah, I'm gonna see how much more I can do. I'll call things at 10 at the latest. What am I doing? Genuinely, what am I doing? I don't remember what I'm trying to do. I've done the character introductions. Could I pad a little? Like, instead of writing... No, padding's bad. Just write, Mel. Just get script done. Just get script done. No. No. Gonna keep pushing. Have to not. This is feeling like I'm writing it, and as I'm writing it, I'm thinking, oh my god, this is so like soap opera. This is so, well, not even soap opera. It's more like sitcom. Yeah, it's like, it feels very sitcom. And as I'm writing it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so sitcom. But my brain can't do much more than sitcom right now. But that is kind of like pseudo the vibe that I'm trying to go for. Not even sitcom, more like, you know, what's it called? Like cartoon aimed at like, well, not even cartoon. like early to mid-teens kind of demographic. Is the feeling that I'm kind of aiming for. So sitcom's not even terrible for it, but it's not ideal. But I'll roll with it just now because it's fine. Hmm. I can expressions. I'm close. I'm close to as much as I want to get done. This scene's also only halfway through what I wanted to do for Act 1, so this is fine. We're on a reasonable pace as far as the word count. We're not escalating too much out of scope, which is good. More or less. But we will need to make sure we stay on top of things. Nya nya nya. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing fine. Come on, another 100 words. We can do it. Looking forward to editing this, as I always am when I write things. Like I always look forward to doing the editing. Honestly, the editing is gonna be an experience. It's always an experience. And I'm out of water. This is great. Right, I'll down a whole glass of water when I'm done, and I'll take another glass to bed. Let's do another 100. We've got 15 odd minutes. This is fine. This is totally fine. If we do... Wait, how much? If we do, that'll be reasonable. It won't be an amazing amount of work that's done today, but it'll be a reasonable amount of work today. Yeah, I'm getting a bit lippy. My brain feels hot. In a good way. In a good way. If I say it's in a good way, that means it's in a good way. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna down so much cold water after this. It's gonna be great. You know, there's actually something that I miss about filtering water. It's that... Ooh, I mean, there's a thought. Filter some water specifically just so that we've got some good water for making mead with. That's a thought. But no, something that I do miss about it is that I would like leave the water filter in the fridge, so the water would always be uber cold by the time it's ready to pour. Ah, that was such good times. As I'm just stuck with tap water. I don't know, maybe I'll go for that idea. We'll see. I don't bother with filtered water as much these days. Hmm. Somehow I got read and deer. It's the R and D in the wrong direction. Love when that happens. Hmm. Hmm. Terrible line, but it's fine. I do believe we've gone over my intended word count for the night. And I still have some energy and like 5 more minutes. So let's see how much more we can do, shall we? Also, my goodness, it's getting dark. It's only 10 o'clock. Like the solstice was barely over a week ago. What are we doing here? Fine. Let's see. Ah, dear. We're getting there. We're actually getting there. Like, see if you'd said to me 1 week ago, like 1 week ago today, if you said, Mel, how do you think things are gonna go with this project? I'd say I have no fucking clue. This is gonna be an absolute train wreck. We're gonna get absolutely nowhere with it. Dear. Full disclosure, it's not as if I haven't thought about just dropping out entirely at times. It's been that kind of a month for me. I mean, honestly, like June hasn't been. It's not been a bad month. I've had much worse months, believe me, but it's not been an easy month for various reasons. I've had a couple of knocks this month. It's also been surprisingly busy, especially this week. And yeah, there's been like any number of reasons why this could have fallen through. But 1 week on, we've actually made some progress. I can actually say right now we are approximately, despite being 2 days out of 7, towards where I want to be, 10% of the way there. So we've got a couple more percents to catch up on. Wait, what is that? It's like 14% or something per day. So yeah, we're like 30% of the way through the week, and we're 10% of the way towards where I want to be. But it's fine, because tomorrow's going to be a good day. Thursday is going to be an even better day. Friday will be better than that. And then Saturday, I'm just going to have a great time. Saturday's going to be great. And I will still get some work done as well. We'll see. Probably. Maybe. Sunday's going to be a good day as well. This is going to be a damn good week. We're going to make some damn good progress. But I'm going to call things here because I'm so fucking tired. So, massive thank you everyone for coming along today, folks. Would have been here from the start, came along partway through. Special thank you once again to Space Captain Linux for the raid. Hugely appreciated. I appreciate it as ever. To everyone else, if you're watching and you're not already following, please drop me a follow, because more motivation means more writing. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, with that being said, and an ad rolling in, I'll call it here. Until next time, take care of yourselves, be very good to yourselves, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye, folks. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye. And if you don't mind, I'm going to bed. Also, I think we've actually managed to ruin TVPG's watch streak, so, you know, he had his chance. It's totally fine. Shall we drop a quick raid on someone who's live? Kimi no koto wa daikirai, zutto issho ni itaku nai. 一瞬で忘れたし、思い出になんかならない。We gotta read someone, right? Who can we read? Gotta read someone. Surely. Let's read that person. They're doing some art. Some commissions and personal stuff. That's nice. Anyway, take care, folks. Mata ne.